昭和仮面ライダーはハリウッドでシリーズ化の計画だった。日山本チャンネル。7月26日、城谷光俊とガチトーク。村枝健一先生も登場。阿佐ヶ谷ロフトに来てね。
Production company Toei. That was a production company in Japan, right?
Toei, yes. Toei, yes.
The Toei people were making such good shows, but as you say, they were working. It didn't have the same style as the American shows.
No,
the production value.
No.
But halfway through the first season of Power Rangers, we received a video cassette of behind the scenes on the making of Zhu Ranger.
Ah, yeah. Haim went to Japan. I heard it.
And so we brought that back and we plugged it in, and it was like a revelation as to how they were working.
Okay.
When they would shoot a fight, they would shoot one shot.
Right.
That's it. Cut. 3-second shot.
That's right.
Next move. Stage the shoot. Roll in camera. Cut.
Yes.
Just to get that shot.
Yes.
Everything was tight.
Yes.
They were saving film. The crew, they had nobody to help them with their costumes. Each performer had their costumes. They were given a basket in the morning. Here's your costume.
Right.
You dress yourself.
Right.
You take care of yourself.
Right.
You know what craft service is, where you have snacks on the set and so
we
forth.
Don't have craft service at the time.
They had cold tea and a bowl of rice. That was what their craft service was. It was very, what we would call Spartan, hard, very economical, and shooting really, really fast.
Right.
But the effects, like all the pyrotechnics, the explosions and stuff like that, we could never do that in America like they did it. First of all, they wouldn't let us. I mean, the fire safety people, on set, the firemen would come and shut you down if you were exploding things like that so close to actors. And that stuff is very time consuming to wire somebody up and get a squib to go off. So they had a greater freedom in Japan to do that kind of stuff, but it gave us production value we could not achieve.
I understand.
I think Masked Rider is among the best of all that genre
Japanese
shows.
footage?
Yes, it was the best. And when I saw what we worked with was season 9 of Masked Rider in Japan. It was Black RX.
Oh yeah, right.
The show had evolved and gotten to a very complicated, much more sophisticated story. It was more mature. It was dark.
That's right.
And it was well told. Also, there were these short films, Masked Rider ZO. They were for DVD release.
And small
cassette, audio
yes.
video cassettes then. And Masked Rider J. These shows actually had early CGI in them.
Right.
And so that was very unusual for these kind of shows. And we were able to use that footage too.
Yeah, use it. Yes, I remember that.
So I had very great respect for Masked Rider. And I know that, was it the manga comic that Mr.
Ishinomori Shotaro, yes.
So when Mr. Ishinomori created Masked Rider in 1972 as a manga comic,
right,
he had a vision. And I think the audiences respected what he was doing to the point that Masked Rider became like the model for all these other shows that followed. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but Masked Rider, the television series, it was the first to create the transition gestures that were used in other shows that all followed that.
That's right.
And that the use of the other costume monsters and stuff like that, and the karate use that was in that show was very unique.
Martial arts, yes.
Masked Rider set the table for all the other shows. So I had great respect for it. And I know that the Japanese audiences had great respect for Masked Rider. And ultimately, I think that was a problem with the American show. Because the network, Fox Kids, wanted to do something that was more comedic, lighthearted, family situation comedy.
I see.
So different from
Completely opposite.
so different. Furbus. Say no more. But it was a mistake. I think the way that the Masked Rider footage was treated, and I think that ultimately, when the show did not get renewed, it wasn't because it wasn't doing well in the ratings. It wasn't because they weren't selling toys. I think it was because the forces behind Masked Rider were not happy in Japan, and I don't think they wanted to license more footage.
And also the another reason why is the no more footage of the Masked Rider, because the Toei canceled the ninth Masked Rider after the ninth, after the 11th Masked Rider. We did the Kamen Rider RX. They canceled it.
Yes.
We don't have any footage for that.
Yes, but you had 8 seasons of footage
Yes.
that they could have drawn from. Just as easily, they could have gone back to the previous Masked Riders.
You use the American stunt team, and also you hired a Japanese stunt team like me. So what is you think difference between American stunt team and then Japanese stunt team?
That didn't happen until season 2 of Power Rangers.
Okay.
Maybe there was a later pickup. We did our first order, and then they extended season 1 to include 25 more episodes. I think is what happened. And at that point, the Japanese team was brought in. The difference was martial arts. I think that's what it boiled down to. The American stunt guys were punching and could take a fall and do flips and stuff, but they didn't understand the martial arts the way the Japanese did.
We try to do as an actor as well as the martial artist.
Yes,
So
I think that shines through.
right.
You can see it. It's a big difference because stuntmen, for the most part, are not actors. Physical, but they're not delivering a performance. And the Japanese were performing as well as doing the action.
We try to do it. So this is the action show as well as the story, drama. So
Yeah.
that's why we have to memorize the line and also acting, and you have to see reading a whole script and see the actors' moves and checking their moves. They transform into a superhero.
Yes.
That's why you have to follow their moves, and as well as understand the feeling.
Not only that, Michi, but when you're in an action suit with your face mask, you have to use your body to be expressive.
That's right.
Much more so than just, as you say, let's go there. They had to bring some emotion to their actions
Right. Yeah,
because they had no facial expression.
yeah, that's totally right.
I have a story about meeting Michi.
Okay.
I was putting together.
Frankly.
I was putting together the team for Masked Rider, and we were interviewing people to be costume, to be set decorators, all the various jobs on the show.
Right.
And we needed a stunt coordinator too.
Right.
And so we're putting a team together to make Masked Rider, and we got a phone call that there was a gentleman who was interested in meeting me to write a story for a Japanese language newspaper here in the United States. And I said, okay, that sounds fine. And Michi came in, and
Yeah.
he was in a nice suit and a nice tie, and he gave me his business card, and it was very impressive. And we started talking about the show, and it quickly became clear to me that Michi was interested in more than just writing a story, that he wanted to be the stunt coordinator and actually perform the role of Masked Rider in costume on the show. And at this point, Michi launched into a display of a kata, basically, performing all the hand gestures, perfect. He was Masked Rider. He was jumping so high in my office, I thought he was going to kick the ceiling tiles out of the ceiling.
I think so.
And you were very high. And before he left the office, I told him, you have the job.
Thank you. I said, I think.
Oh, I think I said thank you first because I needed you. You not only understood the physicality of it, all the movements and everything, you also had a reverence for the character. You appreciated Master Rider and wanted to do justice to him.
Okay.
And we never regretted it. Everybody on the show loved Michi.
Oh, thank you.
And appreciated your work. And you were very kind with the people who were your stunt team. And you had to really educate them to do the job and learn from you. And you were a great teacher.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. But I learned a lot from Bob Hughes and the Saban's production. That's why I am here. Yeah, I appreciate it always.
Yeah. I have really